So those of you who missed out, one of my favorite books that Satyaji wrote, My Questions, Gods and Answers. This book, Guruma, this book that Satyaji has written, एक मुझे एक कॉपी मिली थी 15 साल पहले, वो सब फट गई है because of every page I've read in this book. So some of it is still getting through. Then there's one on the 108 mantras. It's a beautiful book. Get it, enjoy it. You're not going to get it again. So she's here, and these are all outside, and most of these are $10 plus. The Life of a Soul also comes out of California through Ram Malik. He could not be here today. So that's out there as well. Then there's one on the chakras here. So there's a lot of good stuff here. So right now, we're going to spend about an hour's workshop as we speak. So you're going to be standing up. She's going to be talking to you. So get awake. She's coming. Thank you for joining us. Please come, Satyaji. Jai Shri Krishna. Yeah, there's some other books, and this is on the Vedas and Upanishads and Rupa Pai's books. And then there's another very good one, and that is Geeta for everyday use. So use that as well. We'll talk about it later. Satyaji, thank you, and welcome all the way from California.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I just want to make sure my time is here, so that way, I want to make sure my time takes it. नहीं मेरे पास है हाँ जी स्लाइड शो पे करेंगे Jai Shri Krishna to all. Let's do that Swamiji's Jai Shri Krishna. That was from me. Now we have to do 3 times, just like Hari Harji Maharaj used to say it. So get his spirit right here by saying his way of Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna. इकट्ठे कीजिए जय श्री कृष्णा जय श्री कृष्णा लेट्स ऑल सिट स्ट्रेट आप लोगों ने अभी लंच खाया है सो लेट्स ऑल सिट स्ट्रेट एंड डू द ओम मंत्र 3 times टुगेदर एंड आई सेड टुगेदर नॉट मी टुगेदर so let's take a deep breath. Oh. 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 Now Guruji is here, Krishna Bhagwan Ji is here with Om mantra, even your mind is here now, along with your body. So let's all start. The topic today was given to me by brother Vivek Ji. So thank you very much, brother, and sub audience and everybody inviting me for this wonderful session. And the session was, I was specifically requested to focus on Geeta's tools for problem solving and self-transformation. And why do we need self-transformation? Attain, welcome, welcome, welcome. To attain ultimate happiness and peace. and experience the ananda which we have, that anandam which is, that's what we are here for. And it is based on many books, many experiences, but mainly my question and God's answers. And this book has been used in the universities, in UC Berkeley and many other places in the undergraduate class for the course of ethics. And also the other book, I have it here. The mantras to awaken your soul. So 108 mantras to awaken your soul. And Geeta teaches us to share your wisdom, your actions with others. But here it's the quote is very beautiful from Leo 2. He says, if you want to awaken all the humanity, then awaken all of yourself. If you want to eliminate the suffering in the world, then eliminate all that is dark and negative in yourself. Truly, the greatest gift you have to give is that to your own self-transformation. So the whole workshop, and this is a workshop. I was told to give the workshop. This is the workshop. And workshop means we all going to work together. I'm not just going to speak. We're all going to work together, and you will be working along with me. So as you know, I have many books, and all these books have been blessing by Swamiji Hariharji Maharaj, who many years told me to write the books, and I did not know even a single word. And with his blessing, whatever you see, all are the bestsellers on Amazon, #1 bestsellers. And also I'm the founder of Path to Anandam. Path to Anandam means the way to reach to your blissful life, not just right here and the beyond. And my very first book I have written, and in that one, the message was very, very clear. And that applies to all the whatever I talk. And it says that Geeta is presented in a simple, reader-friendly fashion with tips of how to practice and apply daily life. That is the session, practicing and applying in daily life. Hence, we can overcome the difficulties of daily life and live happily and peacefully in the material world today, and also attain eternal happiness and peace and the purpose of life. So we are all together with the same mission. We all have the same mission to experience our who we are, Sat Chit Anand. And through Bhagavad Gita, and today I will be covering the subject. It is my favorite one. It is called based on the AAA strategy. And I will talk about it later. But basically, there are many, many tools will be provided today to practice, to solve our daily problems and enjoy our day-to-day life and have a blissful journey for the self-transformation, just like Arjun did. And then what are the benefits of this session or these teachings? What is for me? That is the most important part here. How am I going to benefit by spending time studying Bhagavad Gita? And there will be some homework, our sankalpas, and I don't know how much time we will have. We will have a question and answers, but I don't know whether we will have time for meditation or not. But this is how to overcome anger, ego, attachment, and transform oneself into a divine person. Brother's favorite topic and his favorite verses, which I'm not going to repeat it here because you all know that, but basically it is ahankar, balam, darpam, kamam, krodam. In simple words, Guruji used to say, remove your I-ness and my-ness. I-ness means ego and my-ness means mera, 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 just like Dhritarashtra Mamka. Duryodhana is mine, mine, mine. So, but how can we do it? That's where the next verse is, one who is fully joyful, happy, cheerful. Brahma bhuta prasanne atma na shochati na kachati sama sarveshu bhuteshu. And then mad bhakti lapte param. Who is blessed with that? Who has all these qualities? So question comes. Our Shastras say we are Satchit Ananda. But question is, what do we want? We want, and I'm sure every one of them, and if you are not, raise your hand. Everlasting, healthy and happy, love and peaceful life with prosperity and successful and stress-free life. Now tell me if anybody does not want that. Raise your hand. None, right? So we are at the right place. So this is the need of every human being, whether I'm cleaning the bathroom or I'm the CEO of the company. Doesn't matter. Everybody has the same desire. And why shouldn't be? It is all free. God has given us all the free things. It's just that we put the limitations on it. So our true nature is divine. The divinity has to be a little bit tarnished with our day-to-day other activities, other issues, but we are here all happy. And why shouldn't we? That's part of our DNA. It's part of our blood, part of our every cell in our body. And then, but what happens to us? Brother Kapoorji spoke, Guru Ma spoke, and Swamiji spoke. The same problem. We all know that, but how we can really live with it to understand. So why are we not in Anandam all the time? Root causes of our miseries, pains, stress, and unhappy life. I call it 5+2 enemies. Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar, right? Yahi hum log bol rahe hain na? Jealousy, resentment. And again, dhyayato vishyan punsa sangaste chupjayate sanga sanjayate kama kama krodha vijayate. Krodha bhavati sammoha. Boliye mere saath. Krodha bhavati sammoha. Sammoha smriti vibhrama. Smriti branshat buddhi nasho. And buddhi nasha pranashat. Right? So here is everything starts from the mind. Dhyayato, so look, this is the mind. And when mind thinks about something, he wants it or she wants it. I can give you a good example. This was going on before December in California. Everybody, not everybody, but a lot of our friends, they wanted Tesla. They booked the Tesla. Now, some people got it, some people didn't get it. The people who didn't get it, they think, oh, they must have some connection inside. So they start kind of blaming and kind of getting and becoming jealousy. But the people who got it, now look at that. The people who didn't get it, they got so angry, so jealous, so blaming. And just even they got upset with their friends. Why don't you tell me what was the secret, how you apply for it? Now, the people who got it, now what happens? Those people did not register for the only one. They did it for 2 and 3. Here comes the greed. So people who got it, they're now greedy. So the greed comes, but the thought rises right here. Once you get it, you want more. Once you don't get it, you get angry. Whether you want more and more, wants, there is no end to it. So eventually what happens? Buddhi nasho. And that's where Guru Ma said, Steve Kavi put it in a very nice, thoughts goes to speech. See, all the indriyas are here, right here, right here. It immediately, whatever we think, if we are angry with someone, even though we are not talking, when we talk, when we are upset, immediately our mouth opens because it's so connected. We enjoy listening to those gossips, don't we? Because if we are upset with somebody and somebody start blaming everybody, we enjoy that. Yeah, somebody else also is upset with that person. So, and then our behavior, we are upset with people. And then what happens? Our quality of life goes down. and that becomes our habit, and then हम उसको बोलते हैं हमारी किस्मत ही खराब है, किस्मत डुबाने वाले हम खुद हैं और बोलते blame करते हैं औरों पर. So this is, but what is this? It starts with the root. Chapter 15 में कहते हैं ना, this is a root. So this is start with the root. Mahanasho. Who is my biggest enemy? Nobody else. Me. My thoughts could be my biggest enemy. So we have to be very careful. So if that is the case, then what should we do here? I have shortcut few slides here because Swamiji already spoke, Guru Maharaj spoke, so I've just jumped to the next one. So now how to solve this problem? We all have this problem. I don't know how much you have it or not, you might not know, but I have those problems. So based on that, when I have the problems, I kind of put these things together. So how to solve my problems, remove the causes, old baggages. Our mind is cluttered with the old baggage. And this whole thing has become healthy, happy, and peaceful, prosperous. But first we have to remove these barriers. And उसको मैंने हिंदी में मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है, हमारे स्वामी जी इस बात को बोलते हैं कि जब भी हो ना आदत बुरी सुधार लो हो गया भजन. So we are here for the self transformation. अपने आप को कैसे सुधारना है. So this is based on the self disciplining and self transformation, and reprogram the mind, the software of the mind, that uddher atma atmanev na atmanev vasadet. Atmanev hi atmano bandhur, atmanev ripur atma. Our mind is our own friend and our mind is our enemy. So we should not be slave of this enemy. We should not make the mind, but how to do that? How to make our mind as a friend? So here I come with a AAA strategy. It's not the AAA insurance, but I like that AAA strategy. So I'm going to focus more on that one. Number one, self-awareness. First, I have to be aware of my problem and then analyze it. Where is it coming from? And then action for correction. Once we do that, then we can purify ourselves and we feel happy. But let's look at the example here. Self-awareness. Arjun ko ye problem jab hui, he become aware of it. I cannot stand anymore. I cannot fight it. And he was so honest. He analyzed it, that I cannot do it. So that comes the analysis. Like first he was aware of it, then he accepted it, because many times we have problem, we have angry. Somebody might say you are angry, but our ego does not let us accept that I am angry or I have some problems. But here Arjuna, he accepted it. He was aware of it, he analyzed it. And I give you a little, in business part, what we do the gap analysis. Where are we? Where we want to. Like you go to the doctor do a lot of diagnostic tests on you if you have a headache or something, and it's a chronic one, then he will do a lot of diagnosis, a lot of tests. And then he will prescribe you the medicine. So after what happened? When he prayed to Lord Krishna, Karpanye dosho, let's all do together. Karpanye dosho pahate swabhava pasyami tvam dharma sammud cheta yachasyasyani nishchitam bruitan me shishyaste ham shadimam tvam prapanyam shishyaste ham shadimam tvam prapanyam. So he prayed to Lord Krishna and he blessed him with Bhagavad Geeta. And that's where he knew that time it was only one Arjuna, and now every Arjuna is sitting, everyone are Arjuna here. First time Swamiji told me, he says, Beta, Bhagwan banne ki koshish mat karna, Krishna Bhagwan ko copy mat karna, tum to Arjun ban jao. And this was about 25 years ago. So I always talk about it, jokers, because in those days in California, this male-female thing was going on too much. So मेरे को लगा कि स्वामी जी मुझे कह रहे हैं, मैंने कहा मैं तो लेडी हूँ, how could I become an Arjun? I can. So मैंने कहा कि वो ये तो नहीं कह रहे कि I should first, my first step is to go and get your sex transfer. Okay? And then I said no. Then I started reading Bhagavad Gita, and मैंने कहा नहीं, Guruji समझते हैं कि why I need this Bhagavad Gita. So this is a summary of that. But the really next one, we should understand little bit about the mind. I'm going to check my time also. I have to pay attention to it. Okay. Function of mind, how our mind works. We should understand that part. Our mind is made with three parts, which is a conscious mind. Whatever we are talking about it right now, this is a conscious information, conscious mind. Whatever we have the storage in our mind, all the judgments, all the preconceived notions, those are in our subconscious mind. And then the supreme mind, which is called the universal mind, that is the Paramatma. So we are talking about whatever we are talking about right now. Here is another one. Here is the conscious mind. All the information is going in. Subconscious mind. Here is which the storage, because mind is what? It's just the storage. It just stores all the things. And then it controls our brain. So this is a process of self-transformation, that first we put our information into conscious mind as we do the spiritual practices, meditation, etc. And then it goes into our subconscious mind when we keep giving those messages. And then little by little, the transformation happens. Good example is if we have a glass, which is kind of, suppose you have a milk in the glass, you want to clean it and put the water. What would you do? First, you pour the milk out, or even you don't pour the milk out, you just turn down the tap, little by little milk comes out. And eventually at one time it comes, there is nothing but just the water. So that's a slow process. So what is the awareness? Here, please take the pen and pencil out from your purse or bag, because there's a little 1 minute, 30-second exercise. So let's develop the self-awareness. That's the tool number one. So let's have the awareness of our physical body, thoughts, feelings, action, who is our company, family members, etc. I mean, problems, or awareness of nation, humko koi social problem, nation problems, whatever it is, but live in the awareness. So in this slide, just gives you some tips, some information that how you do it. What are my barriers, pains and miseries and issues, cause of unhappiness and stress? Because key here is to get out of that. So first, let's write down. What are am I suffering any body related issues here? Just take your pen, I will give you 30 seconds, so please write it down. Everybody write it down about if you have any physical problems, any relationship issues you think, financial problems, or emotional problems like anger, anxiety, stress, nervousness, fear, worry, arrogancy, whatever, and jealousy, hatred, and any negative attitude. Why am I suffering? Stress, unhappiness, what are my reasons? Just make a quick list. Let me tell you why I said that. I made that list myself, and it came out to be 159 items which I needed to change about myself. Okay? Because my goal was, and I was expressing my goal was, I want to purify myself to the point, even when that Ajgar Saab comes in front of me, he should leave his poison, and with my purity level, he should just be totally calm. That was my goal. And but first I have to purify myself. So very simple. What I did, coming from the management, I put it all those 159 items in the 12 months project. Okay, I will just do it in 12 months. I will fix it. And what happens? When I start very first one, in whole month, I was a little bit gone forward. So that's where I got very discouraged. But then I remember the last verse of Bhagavad Gita, chapter 12. Ye tu dharma amrit midam jathoktam parupaste shraddha dhanam mad bhaktai. So jo mere ko in 39, you don't have to worry about all this 39, what he was talking about. Advaita sarva bhutanam mitra karunevcha santushta. All those 39 qualities he was saying we have to develop. At the end, he says, don't worry about it. Just do only one. And just do 39, your shortcomings, they're all siblings. They will all fall down. So you just focus on improving yourself. So my first one was improve jealousy, because I used to get upset when first thing I experienced when somebody got admission, our friend's son got admission in Harvard and my daughter didn't get it. And I kind of felt bad about it. It means I was feeling jealous inside. I had to have a hard time to accept it that I'm a jealous person. But then I start observing it and then start working on it. So here comes the awareness. Ask the questions. So these are just simple examples. And why I say that, because in most of my books, like here in the Prosperity Forever, and all these books have these question and answers pertaining to that subject. So here is just a simple example. Awareness is the key to righteous actions. So if we do any action, ask question, why am I doing it? Will this lead me to fulfill the purpose of my supreme goal of my life? Would I realize who I am? Will this action increase my ego, attachment, greed, or desires? Or will am I doing this for name and fame? Will this action at the long run will disturb me? Like as Arjuna said, please tell me what is best for me, not what I am asking for it. So I had to ask that question to myself. How is it going to take me to the purpose of my life, to the supreme goal of my life? How it brings me more peace, more stressless lives? So if answer of the above is not favorable, do not proceed. That's where the key part is. This is the tool number 2. After the self-awareness, this is come to ask the questions, self-inquiry, because every action has a cause and effect. So therefore, we have to be very, very careful. And this is a long list of I just put it there. You don't have to go through it, but I prepared it for myself. But here is a self-awareness, and self-inquiry is the first step for self-purification and self-realization. So awareness of purpose of my life. Am I working toward the purpose, or am I just setting too many goals for worldly things? How is my physical health? What kind of things I think? Who is my company? What kind of people I mingle with? How I speak? Do I speak sweetly to people, respectful, or am I abrupt with them? Awareness of my here, and then awareness of others, like how can I help the community? That is, how can I, what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Karmanya vadika raste ma phaleshu kadachan. So am I expecting? But here is we have to be careful here. Many times people ask me that question, how can I work if I don't have any goals? If I don't expect any results? Lord Krishna never says that you should be aimless. He said, always have the goals, but at the same time, you have to evaluate, is this for your personal goals, for your increasing your ego, your wealth, whatever, or you are working for to serve bhutite rata. And here are some more tips here, self-awareness and analysis. All this, if you look at from these properties which are given in Bhagavad Gita, tamasic properties, rajasic properties, sattvic properties. So you can just analyze yourself, which one am I carrying out of this? Because Gita is a mirror. It will show us. So now the tool number 3, which comes a very important one, action for correction. And that's a follow 5 steps. Because when Arjuna went through the Bhagavad Gita, he heard, then what did he do? He says, Nashto moha smriti labda tat prasadan maya karishye vachnamta. So we have to come to that level that we should be marching like, here it says, let's go. See, here it says, together. Now let's go. Karishye vachnamta. But first, now what we have to do, we have to have these 5 steps, set the goal of life first, have the divine company, right action, action for correction. Take care of yourself. That's very, very important, which involves the asanas, pranayama, meditation, prayers. And then surrender. Do everything. And then sir under means sir, Bhagwan ji ke charanon mein under. That's the one thing we have to. So now, and so this is basically whole thing is apply and practice. So purpose of life. Sato ma satgamya, tamso ma jyotirgamya, mrityurumam amritam gamya. So give me that light. So I am beyond this birth and death cycle, and I am living with love, peace, and anandam. And under these, the second step is divine company. Time kitna rehta hai mera? So, Anjay? Okay. So, divine company, we should be very careful who we mingle with. One question always comes to me. I can select my company. I can select my friends. What should I do the person in my house? We all have somebody in our family, which kind of we think like poking the needles to us all the time. Don't we feel that everybody has some, whether they're the friend, whether they're in the family, there is somebody in somebody's life which will annoy you. But Lord Krishna says, don't worry about it. I gave you that person in your life purposely to test you as a litmus test. That where are you? Sometimes हमको बड़ी ईगो हो जाती है, हमको गीता पढ़नी आ गई, हम प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, हम बड़े काम हो गए, सब हो गया. भगवान जी कहते हैं, let me give you a test here, and then actual test comes. So what should we do about the company? We should be blessed that we have somebody like that in our life who is constantly putting me to improve. And then the books we read, the TV shows we see, the food we eat, everything goes in this body from mind to everything surrounding us is a company. So we should be careful what we eat, programs we watch. So we should also be a good company to others too. Not just that we are looking for good company, we should be good company to others, because many times people need a crying shoulder, and when you offer, but make sure you are very confidential. Don't make fun of their issues, because that happens. Treat them. How did Lord Krishna, at that time, you are Lord Krishna. Somebody is asking for advice. Act like a Lord Krishna. Provide all the help. Do it from your heart. No, don't judge that person. Be the best friend at that time. And then Karma Yoga. Everybody talks about Karmanyavadika Rasta. So here is, I'm not going to talk much about it, but in summary, there is a very simple way. My mother used to always say one thing, which always I remember. She says, Neki kar kuwe mein dal. That's it. I did not understand. She did not understand Bhagavad Gita. I did not understand until long time previous. But with that one statement, it automatically gives that equanimity. You come to so calmness. And then whatever you do, sarva bhutite rata. And that is the true yoga. That's the true union. Yoga karmesu koshlam. So that's the true yoga. So action. So what are the ingredients? Action, knowledge, know how we must know, with love and compassion, with the bhava of selfless service. And that is called art of love, art of work. That's the true, selflessly. Kaam karo gyan se, dhyan se, pyar se, for the benefit of all. Sarva bhutite rata. And actually, the one of the book which I showed you, Prosperity Forever, that is based on the Karma Yoga. And then it is continuously action, as I said before. Why am I doing it? Is this will increase my name and fame? All those questions should be asked. And once we do the self-analysis, self-inquiry, then we can march with Lord Krishna. Karishye vachnam tau. And then we must not forget to take care of ourselves. These are the spiritual practices also, but these are tool number 4, where we should take care of our body through the asanas, mind, pranayam, which connects the body and mind, and then Om mantra. You can tell from my dress and everything, I'm really living the Om mantra, so this is, Om mantra is I call this man ki lagam. So it puts me in a really good mood and all the time. And then of course, meditation and prayers. And then we should be gratitude. We should express our gratitude. Lord Arjuna did express Nashto Moha, Smati Labda, Tvat Prasadan Mayayut. How? With Tvat Prasadan, with your Kripa, he was expressing his gratitude to him. So we should express our gratitude also. And once we do this, then we can have the peaceful mind, a stress-free life, healthy, happy, and peaceful life, and we live in Anandam. So here comes now another practice. So when I asked you to make the list of the things, you can take one item out of that. If you really something is bothering you, how you are going to practice it. So there is a calendar over there. And also here in the morning, daytime, evening, we have to practice all this. So how we practice it, and sometimes if you don't know, even though if you did the exercise and still you don't know what to do and what am I going to improve upon, refer to chapter 16. There are 26 divine qualities where it says, Devi Sampad Vimokshaya. So just take that one, and any one of them, as I said, how I did the Adveshta thing. In those days, I used to work in the lab, so I used to have a white lab coat. And I wrote the Adveshta word on it, put it in my pocket, and all that time I'm walking around with the Adveshta, Adveshta, Adveshta. And believe it or not, it transformed me to that point when somebody is jealous about or anything, I just pray for them rather than I judge them. So that really, really helps. It's just a practice. So here it says, take what you need. Okay, take what you need, whether you need to develop more love, you want to be more faithful, more hope, whatever your need is out of this, select only one, others will follow. So this is an exercise. One has to do it. So now let's take about this one. Suppose we want to work on our anger and ego. Here is the one, only one point. Just sit down and analyze how often I get angry. What makes me angry? Where is it coming from? Because at that time we think कि हमने गीता पढ़ लिया, उस समय भजन सुन लिए तो हम शांत हो गए. अच्छी बात है, हो जाते हैं. But when the similar situation comes, again it comes back. We have to really uproot it from the roots. How we are going to do it with here, we are going to totally analyze it, because it's going to give me insomnia, it's going to give me heartburn, it's going to give me a heart attack, all those problems. And then we just go step by step here. Ultimately, we reach there. So here comes the calendar. Here is the tool number 5. And this is we have printed the copies also. This is so how should we start our day? Because our day in the morning, whatever we set it up, it just sets the whole day, pattern of the whole day. So first thing in the morning, you can count your blessings. You can do Om Mantra. You can do chapter 12, which you can do whatever resonates with you. But a study shows that you need the 21 days to practice. I put 30 days because to me it works. I like, because these 21 days is easier for certain things, but certain things even require more than 30 days. So that's why to me 30 days works very well. So here, start your day with Om Mantra, and then, as I said, read you can read somebody's biography, autography, whatever you prefer. But the purpose here is reprogram the software of your mind and attain liberation. That's the purpose here. So again, aadat buri sudhar lo, ho gaya bhajan. So how we are going to change our habits? We are going to change our mind, take one thing at a time. And here, even if I put it 60 minutes for asanas, pranayam, meditation, but if you don't have it, You can do it only for 5 minutes, only for 3 minutes, but have some regular practices for that one to bring us to align with the Supreme or the calm us down. And then during the day, as I mentioned, take a 1 point. Whatever bothers you, you figure out your own practices work, but take a Gita's words or recite that Gita, Adveshta Sarva Bhutana Mitra Karunevcha. Just read, just recite that, and that mantra, or like there was a question about the mantra today. There are many, we have many mantras, but you can make up your own mantra. Like I showed you the previous slide here, this one, all these divine qualities, I have made the mantra. Om, forgiveness, Om, calm, whatever. So it's just that you can make your own mantras out of it, whatever you need. So just do that and then evaluate in the evening. How did I do it during the daytime? That's very, very important. And after evaluating it, one thing to be cautioned. Certain days will be good, we will just do continuously, but certain days might not be good. And then don't pound yourself. And sometimes people say, I'm so dumb, I'm so bewakoof, I did this. Don't pound. That's not our nature. Our nature is not dumb. We are not dumb. We are not buddhu. We are not bad people. Otherwise, why would God waste time on us? We are his creature. He took a special time, special care to create us. So we should be thankful to God and do the meditation. And then by doing it, and then what we do at the end, as I said, sir under, जब बेड पे जा रहे हैं, बेड में आंखें बंद करने से पहले just सर्व धर्मान परित्यज्य मामेकम शरणम ब्रज aham tam sarpapebhyo mokshashyami. Leave everything to him. He will take care of it. So here is a simple summary. I don't know you can see it or not. It's not large enough, but basically 2 A's are right here: awareness and analysis, and that action plan is right here. And then what does God do? So here is now the benefits. So here is the printed stuff. We have it. You can take it and practice by your practice. But again, here I showed what happened to Arjuna. These are the benefits. Arjuna's problem and solutions. Arjuna lost his heroism. He became hero to zero. But with Bhagavad Gita, with Lord Krishna's Upadesh, he became hero again. So he went through that blissful journey of self-transformation with this AAA strategy. And then they marched together. He said, let's go. So, and then the benefit. We are Jiva Atma, as in chapter 13, it says, Subhe bhi bola bhi tha, you know, Bhai Sahab ne bola tha, Ashok Bhai Sahab ne. We are Jiva Atma, Jeev, body and Atma together. But with Bhagavad Gita, we are not only the Jiva Atma, we become little by doing our dharma, fulfilling our responsibilities, fulfilling our duties. We become Dharmatma. And then look at Swamiji, Guruji, become Paramatma, Mahatma and Paramatma. So all this, our lower self, our lower consciousness goes to the higher consciousness by going from the Tamasic to Rajasic and Sattvic. So eventually we experience Satchit Ananda. So here comes by practicing all this. Here you can see the ego, here you see the anger, here you see the guilt, here you come the greed. Whatever we are talking about, how to get rid of it. See, this is all falling now. You can see it. It's all falling, all falling. You don't have to work on it. It will automatically fall. So ultimate benefit, Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanurdra, Tatra Shri Vijyo Bhutir Dhruva Nitir Matit Mama. So Lord Krishna says, you will get everything, success, prosperity, anything and everything you want in this world, you will get it. So now tool number 6, our homework. So this is which we already talked about it, but still be aware and ask the question, myself, self-inquiry, Swadhyaya Abhyasnam. गीता के 12th चैप्टर में तो 3 वर्सेस ही स्वाध्याय अभ्यासक्रम के ऊपर है. So do I have a supreme goal of my life? Do I follow AAA strategy? Do I handle my problems? How do I handle it? Do I follow Gita's teachings? Do I live in mindfulness? Am I at the path to Param Dham, Paramatma Dham? Do I regularly practice my spiritual practices? So don't be shy away about asking the questions, because asking the question is not the weakness. Then why am I doing it? Thank you. But continue to do that. And then tool number 6, again, we already talked about it. Tool number, these are the different examples of the homework with the different projects. If I have Rag, Bhai, Krodha, whatever, so these are the different questions. But then now the tool number 7, Sankalpa. So this is the time to Sankalpa. I like everybody to hold the hands together. Okay, hold the hands together and do this Sankalpa right now. Okay, and do it. I follow Gita's teachings. I practice Gita's teachings. I live Gita's way. Okay, and then this is a Sankalpa now. Make a commitment, but have a patience, because we have put the seed here of the divinity within ourselves. So it's a blossoming in the tree, in the flowers, in the fruits. And then look at this, with Gita's teachings, we feel Satchit Anand. But we must have a patience, because Lord Krishna also says, Sankalp Prabhavan. Sankalp liya hai. What kind of Sankalp? This Sankalp is not for the worldly kamas tattva, not for the more desires, but also for self-improvement. But have a patience. Shanai uttar med buddhya buddhi grahita. Dhire, it will happen. It does not happen overnight. It's not like a switch, you turn it off and on. So little by little. So this is a poem I like to share with you. Let's go. This is Arjuna says, let's go. So let's go of anger, hatred, and jealousy out of our system. Let go of greed. Let go of doubts and guilt and expectations and partiality like Dhritarashtra. No more mamta, no more mamka. And let go of hurry and worry. Subha Swamiji kehte hain na, no hurry and no worry. Let go of stress, negative attitude, and keep the lesson you learn. Okay? And no argument. Let go the arguments. Let go the I-ness and minus. And let go of me, mine. And let go of selflessness. So let go and trust the universe. God never closes one door without opening others. Always keep in mind. So here, thank you very much. देखिए यहाँ पर आपको ये, this is the shore where is the difficult one, but here you go again. See, Gita takes us from this misery, shore of miseries, Vishad, to shore of Anandam. So again, Hariharji Maharaj said, the Gita is an answer to all those seeking enlightenment in this lifetime, living the life without any problems. So, solving the problem in daily life and illuminating our happiness and peace.
Thank you for coming all the way from California. And yes, do not forget, every Sunday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, somewhere in that neighborhood. So you can follow up with Satyaji every week. And she comes on every week, by the way. I have not seen anybody so regular taking, we did Zoom satsangs in Minnesota, but you have made it much, much better. I think no psychologist could have offered what you did today. So thank you so much for sharing how to let go. How to let go. It's very, very important that we do it the Anandam way. How about that? It is so practical, the planner that she has shared. We have a whole bunch of copies lying here. So take it for the kids, better take it home, put it on the refrigerator. It's a good idea. Put it on the refrigerator It's a very good planner. And Thursdays, join Satya ji again. So she is going to be motivating us. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it very, very much. Thank you. And I do want to thank somebody here today. Some folks worked very late last night to get our souvenir out, to get our booklets out. And I want to thank a new family here that is helping Geeta Ashram. And where is Jyoti and Harpreet? Can you stand up? Thank you. Thank you for joining, Vede. They are out of Jalandhar, India. And there's a UPS store right next to Shoreby where we live. So thank you so much and appreciate बेटे जो आपने कल काम किया बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद